Stone Valley was not very large, but its entire ground was made of hard stone with a metallic luster. Terrifying heat continuously surged from underground and the surrounding stone mountains, filling the valley with blazing flames capable of instantly refining ordinary cultivators into ashes. Only self-severing realm experts or stronger could safely enter. At the center floated the Yin-Yang furnace, surrounded by primal chaos and dense great Tao energy. Xihao lay unconscious inside as the refinement process had been temporarily halted. During this critical moment, several supreme beings from the emperor clans confronted Jiyu clan elder Jiyu Yi, Anlin's descendant, who had previously tried to negotiate for his grandson to enter the furnace with Xihao. Demanded a complete explanation after Jiyu Yi had repeatedly refused. Soon after, a supreme being from the Scarlet King's bloodline and several other emperor clan supreme beings also spoke, jointly pressuring Jiyu clan. Their combined authority created enormous pressure, making the atmosphere inside Stone Valley extremely tense despite it being Jiyu clan's ancestral land. Jiyu Yi remarked that too many people would create problems, referring to the emperor clan's attempts to obtain places for their descendants. The emperor clan experts replied that they had already made preparations, realizing further resistance was impossible. Jiyu Yi privately invited the emperor clan leaders to negotiate. He explained that the Yin-Yang furnace was an unparalleled supreme treasure capable of capturing and refining even great Tao natural laws. He agreed to let their descendants enter the furnace, but only if they could provide astonishing heavenly treasures, divine medicines, and rare ores capable of supporting such an extraordinary refinement. After another round of bargaining, both sides reached a satisfactory agreement. The Emperor clan experts immediately departed to gather additional heavenly treasures. Although numerous medicinal herbs, divine medicines, and rare materials had already been placed inside the furnace with Xihao, they prepared to contribute even more priceless resources. Ordinary cultivators could only watch helplessly because only Emperor clans possessed enough status and wealth to negotiate such opportunities with Jiyu clan. Later that same day, several young geniuses were escorted into Jiyu clan's ancient land by senior experts. They included Yu Yu, Wu Kun, Qing Kun, Kai Minghong of the Scarlet King's bloodline, and 2 other outstanding Emperor clan descendants, making 6 young emperors in total. Their arrival filled everyone with envy, especially the younger generation, because this opportunity would greatly elevate their future cultivation. Ximing watched with regret, although he believed his own talent was comparable to the Emperor clan descendants. His ancestor He Wushuang had only reached the level of a half-king rather than becoming a true Emperor clan king, and was currently in seclusion, without an Emperor clan supreme expert to negotiate on his behalf. Ximing was unable to obtain a place inside the furnace. Many other outstanding young cultivators similarly lamented missing such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. News soon spread that the Yin-Yang furnace was not a single furnace but consisted of 2 connected chambers. Yin and Yang, Xihao occupied the Yang furnace, while the selected young geniuses would cultivate inside the Yin furnace. By refining together with Xihao, they would share and seize the fortune, natural luck, and great Tao opportunities generated through his transformation. Their cultivation levels happened to be extremely close to Xihao's, making them the perfect candidates for this unique refinement. Before the furnace was sealed, Yu Yu, Wu Kun, Qing Kun, Kai Minghong, and the other 3 Emperor clan prodigies entered and calmly occupied favorable positions opposite Xihao. Kai Minghong attracted particular attention because he was an exceptionally powerful descendant of the Scarlet King who had previously cultivated on Immortal Platform Mountain. Among the 6 young emperors, only 1 was female, reflecting the Emperor clan's preference for male heirs. The Emperor clan experts then continuously contributed priceless treasures to strengthen the refinement. A tribulation-crossing divine lotus was thrown into the furnace, followed by numerous divine medicines, precious ores, and a king bloodstone that had absorbed the blood of an immortal king after death and contained astonishing immortal aura. The Scarlet King's descendant also contributed several year fruits, legendary treasures capable of extending lifespan and saving those on the verge of death. One priceless heavenly treasure after another entered the furnace, filling it with dazzling immortal light, rich immortal energy, and countless medicinal essences. While the 6 young emperors quietly meditated, Xihao remained motionless because his injuries were far more severe than theirs. Just before the furnace was sealed, Jiyu clan's own genius, Jiyu Hong, grandson of Jiyu Yi, entered as the seventh participant. Jiyu Hong possessed light golden hair tinged with blood-red color, remained calm and composed, and was widely acknowledged to possess strength equal to the 6 young emperors. Once Jiyu Hong entered, the furnace lid was finally closed completely. Jiyu Yi immediately gave a single command: burn. Instantly, divine flames erupted throughout Stone Valley as terrifying fire poured from underground and the surrounding stone mountains, transforming the entire valley into a massive natural refining ground perfectly suited for heating the Yin-Yang furnace. The heat became so overwhelming that everyone except supreme beings was forced to retreat to the valley entrance. As the refinement officially began, even those who had only recently arrived finally understood the ritual's true purpose. The 6 young emperors, together with Jiyu Hong, would use the Yin-Yang furnace to absorb the fortune, natural luck, and great Tao opportunities produced through Xihao's dangerous transformation. If successful, all 7 young geniuses would receive tremendous benefits, significantly increasing their cultivation and elevating their status to an even higher level. As discussions continued in Stone Valley, some people argued that although the Jiyu clan was comparable to the emperor clans, it was still not a true emperor clan. They felt the title of the 6 young emperors was appropriate, but including the Jiyu clan among them seemed out of place. At that moment, Stone Valley shook violently as dazzling Tao flames erupted, surrounding the Yin-Yang furnace. These flames were not created by anyone but had naturally existed within the valley. Some believed they were formed when great Tao traces merged with underground rock flames, making Stone Valley a sacred place for Tao comprehension. Others believed the Jiyu clan ancestor, who had once fought the true dragon, had spent years refining medicine and cultivating there, leaving behind his Tao to sustain the supreme flames. The Yin-Yang furnace floated in midair while enduring the Tao flames, refining the essence of countless precious medicines and treasures. It was an ancient supreme treasure brought from Imperial Pass and ranked among the greatest treasures of the foreign realm, valuable enough to attract the attention of undying kings. The foreign side had never attempted to seize it because they wished to keep the Jiyu clan as allies, hidden beneath layers of Tao laws and order. The furnace appeared ancient and majestic. It had survived endless ages, countless refinements, and innumerable battles, making it far more than an ordinary medicinal furnace. For more than half a great era, the furnace had never been moved because it was tied to the Jiyu clan's prosperity. Rumors claimed that the Jiyu clan ancestor was still alive, with the furnace preserving his body beneath Stone Valley. As people discussed this, stories spread that the ancestor had nearly become a matchless immortal king before someone interfered and stopped his advancement. Some suspected the culprit came from the foreign side, but others clarified that the injuries had originated during the immortal ancient era and involved deeper secrets. Without that incident, the Jiyu clan might never have defected. Jiyu Yi immediately became furious when this old wound was mentioned, ordering everyone to remain silent, and no one dared continue the discussion. Inside the furnace, Xihao regained consciousness. He realized there were others inside with him and overheard the conversations outside, becoming shocked that the Jiyu clan's betrayal had such hidden reasons. However, he had no time to think about it because the Yin-Yang furnace was attempting to completely refine him. The furnace walls released terrifying power while overwhelming yin and yang energies threatened to destroy his body. His condition remained extremely dangerous because the broken traces left behind after the collapse of the perfect great Tao still existed within him as shattered chains of order. Fortunately, the seals placed on him by supreme beings had prevented his immediate death, allowing the furnace to specifically refine those broken Tao traces. Xihao found himself inside the Yang furnace, while the others occupied the Yin furnace. The Yang furnace released unimaginable heat capable of instantly reducing self-severing realm cultivators to ashes, whereas the Yin furnace remained much gentler under the protection of Yin energy. Since the refinement process began from the Yang side, Xihao endured the full force of the blazing Tao flames, while resisting the intense heat. He observed the others and recognized Wu Kun, Yu Yu, Qing Kun, Kai Minghong, Jiyu Hong, and Suo Jiyu. Only one young woman, who was also among the 6 young emperors, was unfamiliar to him. Suddenly, the Yin-Yang furnace emitted a deafening sound like a gigantic golden bell. A profound Tao aura spread throughout the furnace, drawing everyone into a state of deep Tao comprehension. The furnace then began extracting the hidden power within Xihao. causing the broken traces of the perfect great Tao inside his body to awaken completely. Possessing the ability to divide all things into yin and yang and interpret every Tao. The furnace carefully analyzed and refined those broken Tao laws, surrounding Xihao with a mysterious sphere of energy. Jiu Yi explained that this was the opportunity prepared for the younger generation. The furnace was completely interpreting the priceless great Tao traces preserved within Xihao. These traces were fragments of complete Tao laws that should have disappeared when the perfect great Tao collapsed. But because supreme beings had sealed Xihao in time, they remained inside his body. Now, the Yin-Yang furnace was fully analyzing them. The 6 young emperors and Jiu Hong opened their eyes and stared intently at Xihao, waiting to receive the nourishment produced by the yin and yang energies. Through the furnace's interpretation, they hoped to inherit the great Tao traces hidden within Xihao. This opportunity was equivalent to personally listening to the heavenly Tao explain its scriptures and directly touching the world's highest great Tao, making it an incomparably precious blessing. That was why the supreme beings had deliberately arranged for them to enter the furnace. As an emperor clan supreme being urged them to focus completely. Divine medicines, king bloodstone, and countless precious materials were refined into pure medicinal essence that nourished everyone inside. The yin and yang energies resonated between the two furnaces, allowing the 6 young emperors and Jiu Hong to enter profound states of enlightenment. They also hoped that the Yin-Yang furnace would interpret Xihao's personal Tao and techniques, enabling them to study the path he had walked. Their goal was not to imitate him, but to use his achievements as a reference to perfect their own Tao and bodies, allowing them to reach even greater heights. The Yin-Yang furnace continuously trembled within Stone Valley, drawing down the natural laws of heaven and earth while becoming surrounded by divine chains of order. It radiated an incomparably sacred aura, and everyone watched anxiously, hoping the young cultivators inside would receive extraordinary benefits. Each vibration released profound Tao sounds that shook everyone present. Many cultivators sat down to comprehend the Tao, while some coughed blood or were injured by the overwhelming resonance. Even supreme beings found the Tao too dangerous to endure for long. Jiu Yi warned everyone not to harmonize with the furnace because it was deriving the great Tao, making the process extremely dangerous despite attracting heavenly natural laws. As the furnace became increasingly enveloped by natural laws, its aura grew so terrifying that even Emperor Clan supreme beings ordered everyone to retreat from Stone Valley. Inside the valley, chaotic energy surged violently as natural laws intertwined and clashed, shaking the heavens and causing the sun and moon to tremble. Jiu Yi reassured everyone that Stone Valley was the furnace's resting place, so its destructive power would remain contained. The spectators finally understood why outsiders could not benefit from the Yin-Yang furnace despite its immense fortune. And Jiu Yi calmly stated that success or failure for those inside depended entirely on fate. Inside the furnace, the yin and yang energies neutralized the destructive forces and revealed the complete great Tao. Because yin and yang represented the origin of all Tao transformations, the furnace could analyze and interpret the world's complete natural laws. After being nourished by countless experts throughout history, it had become increasingly stable and suitable for Tao comprehension. Xihao remained unable to move, but the furnace sealed his body and resonated with the great Tao traces hidden within him. He, along with Yu Yu, Wu Kun, Kai Minghong, Suo Ji Yu, Qing Kun, Jiu Hong, and the others, was rotated within a rapidly spinning yin-yang vortex. Cracking sounds emerged from Xihao's body as the previously sealed divine chains of order and Tao traces began changing under the furnace's influence. The furnace guided complete natural laws into itself, allowing grand scripture sounds to become exceptionally clear. Qing Kun, Jiu Hong, Yu Yu, Kai Minghong, and the others immediately immersed themselves in Tao comprehension, realizing they had obtained an extraordinary opportunity. The yin and yang energies broke down the complex Tao laws into simpler forms, making them much easier to understand. As Xihao's Tao traces resonated with the descending heavenly laws, the others discovered that the fragmented traces within his body had condensed into a seed-like object. They realized that this Tao seed was the reason the yin-yang furnace had repeatedly resonated, as it was attempting to nurture and analyze it. However, because of their limited cultivation and age, they could only temporarily comprehend these natural laws, while Xihao's previously sealed Tao traces were now completely released by the furnace. The descending natural laws nourished Xihao as though the Tao seed had been planted and watered by the great Tao itself. Releasing unimaginable power into his body, Xihao screamed as the great Tao crushed him, repeatedly shattering his body. The phoenix blood inside him constantly restored his flesh, only for the descending Tao to destroy it again, trapping him in a continuous cycle of destruction and reconstruction. Jiu Yi explained that Xihao came from the other side and was attempting to completely reconstruct his true body using this world's perfect great Tao. Such a process had a 99% chance of failure, and supreme beings confirmed that everyone who had previously attempted to completely reforge themselves with this world's natural laws had ultimately died. Xihao realized that gradual refinement would have been beneficial, but completely replacing his original foundation was almost impossible. Dark energy hidden within the phoenix blood suddenly erupted. This corruption, rumored to be the reason the ancient blood phoenix had fallen, engulfed Xihao once again and caused his transformation to fail. The yin and yang energies, together with the yin-yang furnace, immediately suppressed and weakened the dark light. Yet the corruption continued to appear because it was inseparable from the phoenix blood. Throughout this process, the phoenix blood repeatedly restored Xihao while the great Tao destroyed him again and again, subjecting him to unimaginable suffering. A supreme being remarked that under such circumstances, it would be extremely difficult for Xihao to truly inherit the true phoenix's regenerative ability. Eventually, Xihao regained the ability to move despite his body constantly breaking apart and reforming. Sitting upright in the furnace, covered in blood, he continued resisting the great Tao. After enduring the torment for a long time, he decisively expelled both the phoenix blood and its accompanying dark corruption from his body. Everyone was shocked because the blood was likely an ancestral drop of immeasurable value that even the Blood Phoenix clan had been reluctant to part with. Xihao abandoned it because he refused to permanently fuse another being's blood into his own. Although he was willing to study the true phoenix's techniques, he wanted his cultivation path and bloodline to remain completely pure, fearing that foreign blood would eventually become a flaw in his future cultivation. Even so, the phoenix blood had already fulfilled its purpose by repeatedly restoring his vitality and keeping him alive throughout the brutal process of reconstructing his body. Xihao's body was repeatedly crushed by the world's great Tao, yet he endured every assault, treating it as the greatest trial of his life. His goal of reconstructing his true body with the complete Tao laws of the foreign world was finally close to being realized. Normally, anyone not born or raised in this world would never gain its recognition, and attempting such a transformation would only lead to death. However, after being refined by phoenix blood on Immortal Platform Mountain and reforged inside the Yin-Yang furnace, Xihao gradually overcame that impossible barrier. Jiu Yi realized that Xihao was truly extraordinary and believed he was on the verge of success. At the same time, Yu Yu, Ji Yu Hong, Wu Kun, Kai Ming Hong, and the other young elites also received tremendous benefits. Their bodies were reconstructed once again. They heard the great Tao more deeply than ever before, and their future cultivation prospects greatly improved. Their second transformation was only possible because Xihao's presence had created this rare opportunity, allowing them to gain profound insights into Tao principles that had previously been beyond their understanding. Xihao paid no attention to the benefits the others received, focusing entirely on using this world's great Tao to temper his own body. Since the natives were naturally more familiar with these Tao laws, he did not attempt to interfere with their opportunities. During the process, he realized that experiencing different complete worlds could produce unimaginable transformations. Comparing the damaged 9 heavens 10 earths with this complete great world, he came to understand that even entire worlds could eventually perish, while only one's true self could strive for permanence. This strengthened his conviction in the path of using the body as the seed, leading him to decide that true cultivation should come from seeking the Tao within himself rather than relying on the world's natural laws. As the refinement continued, Xihao's condition steadily improved. His cracked forehead healed, his primordial spirit stabilized, and his entire body underwent another complete tempering. Eventually, the world's natural laws stopped attacking him, showing that his reconstruction was nearly complete. Outside the valley, the observers saw the heavenly Tao manifestation gradually fading, knowing that this temporary opportunity for enlightenment was coming to an end. Just then, Xihao suddenly sensed danger. Someone inside the furnace activated an undying being's control decree, forcing the Yin-Yang furnace to continue operating while attempting to seize the Tao traces and secrets hidden within Xihao's body. Ji immediately realized that an undying decree had been brought into the furnace. The Emperor Clan's supreme beings admitted they wished to examine the mysteries behind Xihao's body as the seed cultivation. And although displeased, Ji agreed to let them try. The furnace's yin and yang energies immediately locked Xihao in place. Attempting to extract the secrets within him, Yu proudly revealed that he had brought the decree into the furnace after perfecting his own cultivation. Kai Minghong had originally intended to kill Xihao, while several others also harbored hostile intentions. But they all paused to observe Xihao's mysterious cultivation instead. Unexpectedly, the Yin-Yang furnace violently rejected the attempt. After releasing great Tao sounds, it suddenly erupted with terrifying power that severely injured everyone inside. Outside the valley, the supreme beings were horrified as the furnace lid burst open, and they rushed in to rescue the youngsters. The descendants emerged covered in blood with shattered bodies, barely surviving, while Yu suffered the most serious injuries. His body split into two. Ji explained that the Yin-Yang furnace possessed its own consciousness and refused to be controlled by the undying decree, causing the decree itself to shatter. Secretly, he understood an even deeper reason. The furnace had existed in both the 9 heavens and the foreign world, making it familiar with the Tao laws of both realms. Even so, Xihao's body as the seed path was fundamentally unique, and the furnace itself could not fully comprehend his existence unless it studied him for countless years. Ji advised everyone to be satisfied because all of the young descendants had successfully reconstructed their true bodies and obtained tremendous benefits despite the accident. After examining them, the supreme beings confirmed that their injuries, though severe, could still be healed. Xihao also stood up at last. After many days of being crippled, he had finally regained control of his body. Although still wounded, he could clearly feel unprecedented strength flowing through him, making him even more powerful than before. Ji congratulated the 6 young emperors on their tremendous gains, saying they might one day rival their clan's great ancestors. The Emperor Clan's supreme beings rejected the comparison, explaining that no one could truly match the undying kings, whose names alone could manifest projections across the immense world. Everyone felt awe and fear at the thought of such supreme beings. Kai Minghong, Yu, Suo Jiyu, and the other young experts stared coldly at Xihao. Some wanted to kill him because they believed their improvements came through his sacrifice in the Yin-Yang furnace, making them feel as though they had benefited from him. Others simply wished to determine who was truly stronger. When they overheard Ji quietly mention raising Jiyu, comparing them to poisonous insects fighting until only one survivor remained, they felt deeply insulted and their killing intent toward Xihao grew even stronger. After leaving Stone Valley, Ji invited everyone to a grand banquet held in Jiyu clan's golden palaces, which had originally stood in the 9 heavens and had once welcomed immortal kings such as Without End Immortal King and Reincarnation Immortal King. Ji personally praised Xihao as an extraordinary genius born for battle. Ji served an ancient immortal wine stored in a jade vessel. Its fragrance alone intoxicated many guests, causing some to faint before even drinking. The wine contained profound Tao laws, and after taking a single sip, most cultivators immediately lost consciousness. Even the Scarlet King bloodline's supreme being became unsteady and sat down to comprehend the Tao within the wine. When the palace fell silent, Ji led Xihao away. Kai Minghong, who had not drunk the wine, accused Jiyu clan of secretly favoring imperial paths despite living in the foreign realm and warned that such loyalty could lead to the clan's destruction. Ji dismissed Jiyu Hong and brought only Xihao back to Stone Valley. Xihao questioned the elder's intentions, noting that Ji had first crippled him but had also indirectly helped him reconstruct his body through the Yin-Yang furnace. Ji reminisced about the glorious immortal ancient era, when immortal kings and undying kings filled the battlefield alongside even older supreme beings. He explained that the ancient war had only been a small conflict compared to the true catastrophe that would occur in the present era. According to the predictions of Jiyu clan's ancestors, darkness would engulf the world, countless realms would be stained with blood, the heavens would collapse, and the ultimate settling of all conflicts would arrive. He said Jiyu clan sought to reclaim its former glory because only immortal kings could ensure a clan's survival in the coming age. Every great clan was struggling to seize the slim chance of producing such an existence. Ji Yi described a future where the world withered. Unmatched experts returned. Ancient powerful clans reappeared. And endless slaughter spread across many eras. Although he did not fully understand these prophecies himself, he believed he would soon learn the truth by meeting an unmatched existence. When Xihao asked why he was being told all this, Ji Yi revealed his true purpose. He demanded that Xihao's Stone Clan repay Ji Clan with an undying king. Claiming that Ji Clan's ancestor had once been destined to become an immortal king but had been attacked by a Stone Clan ancestor, destroying that opportunity. Xihao was shocked by the ancient grudge but defended his ancestors, insisting that every Stone Clan predecessor had fought and died protecting desolate border, and that if they had attacked Ji Clan, there must have been a justifiable reason. Ji Yi responded only with a cold smile. The ground of Stone Valley split open, revealing a long underground passage beneath the Yin-Yang furnace, which continued to float above while emitting overwhelming immortal pressure. Ji Yi led Xihao into the underground palace, explaining that the concept of using the body as a seed had originated during the immortal ancient era and that Ji Clan's ancestor had been one of its principal researchers. Xihao realized they were approaching the place where Ji Clan's great ancestor had been preserved beneath the Yin-Yang furnace. At the end of the tunnel stood a simple stone chamber without any decorations or Dao inscriptions. There, Ji Yi knelt respectfully before the chamber and addressed his great ancestor. He declared that although the ancestor's Dao body had collapsed at the critical moment in the past, destroying his immortal king foundation, he had now brought him a successful seed, Xihao, who had truly achieved the path of using the body as a seed and had endured endless refinement.